The recent changes in the S26 Ultra look impressive, but many of you keep asking whether Samsung is actually delivering a meaningful upgrade this time. Meanwhile, the S25 Ultra is still going on some crazy deals directly from Samsung, which makes the comparison even more interesting for anyone planning to upgrade. There's been a lot of confusion surrounding the S26 Ultra's camera setup. Some early leaks made people think Samsung might downgrade the 3x zoom sensor, while others insisted improvements were happening behind the scenes. This back and forth left a lot of users wondering what the truth really is. One major concern came from the rumor that the 3x telephoto sensor would shrink. Even ICE Universe pointed toward a downgrade. But now, a new source has shared a detailed breakdown that might finally clear things up and actually paint a more positive picture for the S26 Ultra. The so-called L versus K mystery finally makes sense. The S25 base and Plus models use a 3x S5K3K1 sensor, sized at 13994 inches with 10 megapixels, while the S25 Ultra features a Sony IMX754 at 135.2 inches with the same resolution. So naturally, users expected Samsung to follow a similar pattern for the S26 Ultra. Leaks claim the S26 Ultra includes a new sensor labeled S5K3LD. Some assumed it meant it belonged to Samsung's compact, lower-cost K-series sensors. L-series sensors, however, are always larger, and none of them have ever been as tiny as 139.4 inches, which sparked even more confusion online. The mention of S5K3LD in S26 Ultra test firmware led some to confidently declare its exact size, but the truth is that no measurement has been confirmed. The only known reference is the S5K2LD, a 12-megapixel sensor at 176 inches with dual-pixel tech. People just saw the text string and jumped to conclusions. Realistically, a sensor sized around 132 or 135 inches fits perfectly inside Samsung's safe design range for the S-series telephoto module. This would maintain the sleek frame while potentially giving better clarity and improved bidding performance instead of dropping down to a budget sensor like some feared. If this information holds, the S26 Ultra might actually be seeing an upgrade rather than the downgrade everyone worried about. This would definitely change the expectations around Samsung's camera decisions for 2025 and calm a lot of the concerns floating around social media. One thing still confusing fans is the S Pen situation. Anyone hoping for the Bluetooth S Pen to return may be disappointed. Not a single credible source has confirmed its comeback. Even my own insider shared that the S26 Ultra will not include Bluetooth S Pen features at all. Now let's talk about the first proper look at the S26 Ultra. Plenty of renders, leaks, and early photos have surfaced, but none offered a close, realistic view until a recent video from a fellow tech creator revealed the full physical design in clear detail. The design definitely changes the vibe. Compared to both the S25 Ultra and S24 Ultra, the S26 Ultra brings a different rear layout that gives it a fresher, more premium identity. It still feels familiar to Samsung's style, but you can instantly tell it's a new generation. One subtle but important detail is the shape. The S26 Ultra appears more rounded than the S25 Ultra, and while that sounds minor, it actually has a big impact when holding the device. It seems like Samsung is finally moving away from those sharp, boxy corners we've had for years. Another noticeable update is the thickness. The S26 Ultra is rated at 7.9 millimeters, making it slimmer than the S25 Ultra 8.2 millimeters. This makes it one of Samsung's thinnest Ultra models ever, which could be a major selling point for users wanting a lighter, sleeker flagship. While the S26 Ultra looks refreshing for the S-series, the overall silhouette resembles Samsung's Z47 design. The only drawback is the camera bump shape, which may cause the phone to wobble on a flat surface. A case might become a necessity to avoid that. We already knew the design was changing, but a new source says the front of the phone is also seeing a major visual shift. According to ICE Universe, the black model of the S26 Ultra will feature a full black frame instead of the lighter silver outline Samsung used previously. This means the bezels will appear visually thicker on the black version, even if the actual size hasn't increased. It's similar to how the S25 Ultra's exclusive jet black variant looked slightly heavier around the edges, depending on the lighting and angle. If Samsung follows this approach, the black model might look a bit chunkier compared to other colors. This could push buyers toward lighter shades if they want the thinnest looking front profile. Still, the black version will have its own bold, clean aesthetic. On top of everything, Samsung is switching the display tech for the S26 Ultra as well, bringing another major upgrade for this flagship. Opinions are divided, but overall it seems like a step forward that will enhance brightness, efficiency, and visual clarity on the new model. Before worrying about the back design or bezel changes, remember that these differences can feel dramatic online, and honestly, the S26 Ultra seems like a strong refinement rather than a risky redesign by Samsung. If you're still tuned in, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to Tech Torch. There's a lot more happening with Samsung's upcoming lineup, and I'll break everything down for you as the leaks continue. Until then, stay tuned and peace out.